Lately, I've been feeling tired. And when I'm tired, I like to spend time capturing the rays of the sun, soaking them in through my skin and scalp to the strands of my hair. I can feel the sun in my bones. When I'm tired, I like to feed my soul with prayer and meditation. This allows me to remember what I really am, who I really am, a soul, an energy. This energy often takes precious time to recharge, so I allow myself to do this in movement and in stillness. When I'm tired, I'm never really just tired. I'm making room for more ways to get inspired, room for more ways to take in love from the world around me. Love from the trees, the sounds, the air. Everything in life works in its own rhythms. If you listen carefully, you can either add to this tune by creating a life you want to experience, or choose to sway to its beat, adding nothing but your presence. The tune of life is like a heartbeat, and when I'm tired, I feel called to slow down so I can remember what it means to feel it pulsating. When I'm tired, I like to do the things that will turn sleepy thoughts into vibrant memories.
It doesn't ring a bell. The name is not familiar. I know we don't currently have
Whether it's being in the presence of animals, or lifting weights, or even getting a few new tattoos. I like to do things that allow me to sit in the silence of my mind, to soak in the noise of all that represents the present moment. When I'm tired, I like to nourish my body appropriately by taking in food sources meant to revive my organs, my flesh. Ultimately, feeling the energy of tiredness makes me want to lay down and reflect on why I feel tired. Where has my energy leaked to? How can I reclaim my energy? Speaking of being tired, I feel like I am so tired of social media. I really think I've been scrolling way too much. Whenever I scroll on social media like TikTok on a daily basis, I find myself getting more and more anxious. And honestly, it's a mixture of watching so much content, but it's the content itself. There's so many things happening in this world. I feel like I'm being pulled in so many directions, and we're being exposed to horrible things and amazing things and sad things and neutral things. There's so many different types of media that we can consume within a minute, and it's so overwhelming, especially for someone like myself who feels things so heavily and so deeply. I just found myself taking a break from social media and scrolling and literally all forms of social media. It's just so overwhelming. I truly feel like our cell phones are portals, and they open us up to this world that gives us real information, but that's ultimately not real. It's a world that's not real, and we get sucked up in it. And I believe that it's all intentional. And I find myself needing to take my life back whenever I scroll on social media, even if it's for 3 minutes, 5 minutes. I typically take breaks, but these days, with everything that's happening in the world, I find myself not wanting to miss a second of any new breaking news that's going on. I just want to stay informed while also knowing there's fake news out there and there's news created just to put fear into people's hearts. And just feel so overwhelmed, and I genuinely feel tired of social media. I can't lie. So I strongly believe I'll be making the long term decision of mainly focusing on long form content like YouTube and just reading more. And to be honest, it just makes me think to myself, oh my gosh, am I going to miss something? I just have to be more self disciplined when it comes to social media, because the more I scroll, the more I just become sucked into this portal that I genuinely don't want to be a part of. Since I put a pause on scrolling on social media, I find myself smiling more in public and talking to people more in public. And that's what I'm planning on doing. As you can see, I'm lying down in my bed because it's the end of the day and I've been tired due to work. I've been tired due to just taking in everything that's happening. I thought I was done, but I'm not. I'm not done. The more you engage with social media, the more you watch social media, the more you think you're supposed to be living a specific life, that you're supposed to be talking a certain way, that you're supposed to be listening to certain types of music. And it really just warps your way of thinking. It warps how you are meant to view your life. The more time you spend on your phone, the more time you spend on social media, the less time you have to actually look within and to find answers that you've been looking for within yourself. If you struggle with connecting with your inner voice and you're confused when someone says, okay, all you have to do is look within and find the answers within, and you feel like you can't connect with God on the inside, you can't connect with your spirit, I truly believe it's because you are distracted. Be careful with how you spend your time and how you are spending your energy. If you're often tired, think of where you are placing most of your energy. Being on social media and being on your phone, it's an energy exchange. It's 1 billion% an energy exchange. So yes, lately I have been tired and I can definitely blame work, but I have to be accountable, and I admit that I've been on my phone way too much, and I have realized that the less time I spend on my phone, the less I feel the need to rush, the slower time moves for me. I don't know, guys, this is a video diary. I'm talking to myself here. If you also resonate and I'm also talking to you, remember, as corny as it sounds, we are in this together.